Are you the manager?
Ed Sheeran.
Who am I?
Long lost step.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Hello everybody, my name is Nick with Melody Minds, and today I'm here with
Nate,
Bianca,
and together they are
YONKS.
So I wanted to start off with the definition of YONKS, which is if you look it up in British slang, it means very long time. Did this definition influence you guys at all in naming yourselves YONKS, or did this just come at a whim or like something like that? You guys just like YONKS at one point.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
You know why.
We didn't look it up, so I didn't know what it meant. People in high school started calling me YONKS, like as a nickname to Bianca. And I just couldn't come up with a name for this project at all. And then we were like, why don't we just call it YONKS?
Okay.
It's already kind of familiar.
Yeah.
And people will try to figure out what it means, but to us it doesn't. It just doesn't mean anything.
Okay. So I wanted to ask Bianca a question regarding some lyrics. I'm gonna have you finish some lyrics here.
Okay.
So now this shouldn't be the deal, but like it. Oh. Now this shouldn't be the deal, but like it or not. No, I finished it myself. But
Honestly, I was wondering. I was like,
You can finish the rest of the line.
But I did want to ask you about Toughen Up. I did want to ask you about
Okay,
that
yeah.
and what the inspiration was for that song specifically, because it seems to really pack a punch, and it seems like you're dealing with some like serious topics in that for the most part.
yeah. So that song is about women feeling unsafe in public places, and it kind of just stemmed from my general experience and just the universal experience of women, especially young women,
For sure.
in the city or just anywhere really. And then it was also just a culmination of my own personal experiences, shitty men who had no boundaries and didn't respect mine.
Yeah.
And so it's really like a, female empowerment, fuck you, sexual harassment anthem to me.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, that's kind of the inspiration.
Just kind of like get away from me, creeps type vibe.
Yeah. Stay away.
Yeah,
The
you
creeps
really
and
can't. So, what's
I
up?
think you would look a combination of that, the eyes and his glasses, and you would wear that.
Oh, like trade.
Y'all, he literally sat there talking to us for like 10 minutes. But other than that, I just want to come on here and say thank you guys so much for watching the videos, liking them, and all that stuff. Your support means the world to us, and we love coming out, seeing you guys perform, and getting to know each and every one of you. That's it. I just wanted to say thanks. Back to the video.
So what are the roots of the band? I've noticed, Bianca, you were doing your solo stuff, and like you also kind of go around to different acts. So what like is the glue between you two guys, and what like made it stick? Like what was like the idea where you guys became YONKS?
Well, the first song we recorded was You Thought, right?
As YONKS?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think once we recorded the first song, I think we were like, oh, this song is good. Like, we need to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Because Bianca just hit me up.
On Facebook, I
Yeah,
think.
from through a mutual friend. Shout out Blake. And I was like, yeah, of course I'll play drums. But like when we had that song, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. We continually have a good time writing new songs. Each time, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
So I've seen your Instagram videos. Is that like the creative process for the most part? Is it just straight up you guys just kind of, you're on drums, you're singing and like that's just how you flesh them all out, or is it more?
Bianca writes like the songs.
Yeah.
And then like presents them to us, and then we kind of write the instruments around that, and I like write the drums, obviously.
Okay.
And it kind of works out like that. You usually like, start them off like on your piano, right?
Yeah, sometimes. I've done a couple of songs like that I started out on the keys, just kind of, I don't know, fleshing out the idea.
Yeah.
Or just vocals.
But lately it's been just vocals. So You Thought and Running in Circles, like those are some of our earlier songs as Yonks. Those were me on the piano, like kind of, you know, finding like chord progressions that I liked, and trying to figure out a good melody. But the other songs that we've done, like Smug Fuck and the new song that we're gonna release, even Toughen Up, those were just me like having the lyrics and melody just come to my brain. And then I'm sending them like a voice memo of literally that's kind of the process you want to know.
And they're always in key too.
Yeah.
They're always
It's like, we gotta write this song, you know, we gotta get into it.
Yeah, but I've found more like freedom in my songwriting, not using an instrument to write it, because then I can come up with really like unexpected melodies on my own. Whereas when I've written them on the piano, I feel like sometimes I'll find certain chords that I like, and then I'm trying to find lyrics to fill it in, rather than just like having good potent lyrics and then figuring out a cool melody and then presenting it to them and working on it. So
I wanted to bring that up actually with your singing ability, because I took a deep dive and I noticed you've done a lot of singing covers.
Sorry.
You've done a lot of singing covers. Or wet jeans. Wet jeans. But you've done a lot of singing covers of like Alanis Morissette, Katy Perry. I mean, you kind of have like the pop backbone, and you are more in like, I mean, Nirvana. You've done Daft Punk. You've done decent amount of stuff. I mean, Rolling Stones as well. So, you know, you guys kind of
blend.
Yeah, like, I mean, what do you guys both think that you bring to the table regarding like influence and style, or how do you think those influences kind of like go into the band and kind of mesh well together?
Yeah, I think like a lot of like popular, just like pop, not pop music, but popular music.
Oh yeah.
Like having the kind of like catchy melody and just writing something that's simple but like it works without being too complicated or that, because it really is only the both of us, and then our producer and friend Chris, who writes in all the songs together and whatnot. So yeah. I don't know what else I could add to that.
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
I think like what I bring, like I've been like singing my whole life, and what I listened to as a kid, like I listened to a lot of pop music and just like iconic like female artists too, and Britney, Beyonce, J-Lo, you know, Gwen Stefani, like those are all
classics.
But then I also had other stuff that I really loved that my parents listened to, and so that older influence. But I feel like I've always really leaned to like the strong singer-songwriter types that create, you know, really popular songs that aren't too complicated, but are for the people. Like people relate to it, they can understand it, they like it, it's catchy, and it's got all the qualities that we like in it. So that's what's important to me about our songs. And yeah, we have really, I think he has diverse music experience, so we kind of, you know, bring it all together.
Put it all together,
Yeah.
glue it all together. What is the significance with shades in the band? I noticed tons of like performances where you guys are all wearing shades. Is there any significance behind that? You also have it on your shirt as well.
Yeah.
So I also
one of our
noticed.
designs.
Yeah. I first off love sunglasses, but I started wearing them from kind of our first performance. I think there's only been a couple times I haven't worn them, and it's usually to show the makeup look, which I'll be doing tonight. No sunnies tonight, so you'll get to see my bald eyes. No, it's honestly just because I don't like making eye contact while I'm singing. It's kind of weird, but I feel like I'm like pouring my heart out, and then like to look at you too, and you're like, it's just kind of like, sometimes I feel kind of, it's
like
a little
it's
intimidating.
It's like the Big Daddy, like you just put the shades on, you're invisible.
And
type of
that's what
vibe.
it feels like, you know? So I put them on, and it just kind of feels like, okay, I can just kind of let loose and have fun and and whatever. But also, yeah, it kind of became like part of, you know, some of our logos and just
I think we've made it part of our photo shoots.
our photo shoots too. Yeah,
I like that.
we
vibe.
always have the sunglasses for the photo
Yeah.
shoots too. But yeah, they're a big part of our image now.
So you guys do a lot. You guys wear a lot of interesting fashion pieces. I've noticed, you know, you guys have that. I mean, and I think it's Smug Fuck. You guys have that like really those really flashy outfits on, and I wanted to ask, do you think that a band's image when it comes to fashion is as important as the music that they are producing, and if the connection is like very significant?
I do. I don't know if other people do. I don't know if it's as important as the music. I think it's up there,
Okay.
like in the climate that we're in, which is you have to be, you know, popular on social media for people to care about your band.
Right.
So they like a good image. They like when you wear cool shit and have a cohesive, you know, style and good branding. And I also just love fashion, so that's, for me, it's like what I'm wearing tonight is almost as important as like my actual performance to me.
It's part of the performance.
It's literally part of the performance. But I think it's important, just so that, you know, people can get a vibe of like what you're like, and then they'll be interested, and maybe they'll go to your show, or maybe they'll stream you on Spotify. So I think today it's very important.
Absolutely. You heard it here, folks.
Do you think
Fashion is extremely
Yeah,
important.
100%. It's
What
more
else we
fun
got?
too.
That's the thing. Super fun.
All right, last question I got for you guys, okay? Name 5 songs from your band or any other band that would describe your musical journey.
From our band or any other band?
Any other band.
Okay, so any song.
Any song. It could be not published, could be a voice memo, could be not real.
Okay, or like maybe songs that like come up that like kind of like put me in the Yonks vibe.
Yes.
Okay, definitely Cinderella by Remy Wolf. Because I
Yes.
was jamming that one today and I was like, this puts me in the vibe to play
Banger.
some Yonks music for
Love.
sure.
Banger,
Yeah.
for sure.
Hard agree.
Hard agree.
Do you want to go name one? Or you know what? Another one is You Ought to Know by
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette.
Classic.
And you might hear
Classic.
that one.
Oh.
You might hear that
Oh,
one today.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Probably anything by Chapel Roan. Hot to Go is like, it gets me amped. I love the cheerleader pop style of that song, and I feel like her vibe is so very Yonks. But, you know, it's
yeah,
Yonks
for sure.
adjacent, or at least I want to be like her. But that gets me in the mood for a Yonks, you know. And I think it's definitely something that gets me amped to do this music.
Clearly have to get more into her then. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
definitely need
Gotta get on that.
Got another song.
Not to go. I've seen the hand thing. I like they
Yeah,
do.
the dance.
The
Yeah,
dance.
the
That's smart.
You guys think about incorporating that into any of your songs?
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Man.
Get some cheerleader stuff going on.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me think. I don't know if I can think of another one.
3 is good. if you guys
I mean,
got it.
as far as like Yonks songs that kind of are related to our journey, I think Running in Circles is a very like, it's like one of the songs that I actually felt just immediately connected to, you know? And I think like that song kind of talks about just being in your own head and, you know, getting frustrated with yourself and mental health and all that stuff. But I feel like it took a long time for this project to actually get going because of COVID. And so we had started recording music back in like 2020, but then we had to pause for a while until we could actually start playing live, like 2 years after we wrote some of these songs. And it was super frustrating. I felt like such FOMO about bands that existed, and like I was honestly like I'd get really annoyed because I felt so called to play live and meet people and do these shows and meet other cool bands, but it had to wait. And I think that song is like one of those songs that I feel connects to like our journey in Yonks.
100%.
Yeah.
That was a great explanation.
Yeah.
Pretty tight.
That is like definitely the overall Yonks song.
Yeah, it is.
The overall, it's the big umbrella that you could put every other song under. Kinda.
It's a top song for sure. Any crazy experiences at any concerts that you guys have had? Anything that you guys remember? I remember a guy like really hitting the jig last time I was here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he was here. He was here
man.
yesterday too.
Oh
'Cause
my
I saw him here,
goodness.
so I hope he shows up tonight. It's. I mean, honestly, if anything crazy happens, it's always at the News Cafe. It's always here. I never see anything else like it at any other venue. There's always someone going ham on that dance floor.
I don't know if I have anything like really crazy out there, but last summer we played the Warren Folks Fest, which is a nice, really cool event, a big event, and there's a lot of, it's like a very mixed audience. There's a lot of adults there getting drunk. There's also a lot of families there, like people with young children, and before we went on, I panicked because I was like, I asked like the guy that put it together, like, can I swear today? Because some of our songs have swears in it, and I'm not sure.
Is there censorship?
There's a lot of kids here. And he was like, no, it's rock and roll. Like, we're just going to do what we're going to do. And I was like, okay. And something that was really crazy to me was when we were performing, and at the time we had just released Smug Fuck, we came out with a music video for it. And I'm like, yeah, this song's called Smug Fuck. And then we're singing that song, which is pretty explicit.
Okay.
And there's just like this group of little girls like, and I was like, okay.
You're inspiring a generation.
And, like, that was really funny to me. And after, I had these shirts that we like thrift our merch, so we thrift pieces and then we get them printed with our stuff on it.
Yeah.
And I got these really tiny shirts. They were actually children's shirts, but I thought, okay, maybe some girly wants to like have a cute little shirt. I don't know.
Pop out.
Those kids actually bought the children's shirts. They were like, Mom, it's her. We want to buy these. And they bought them, and then they were dancing around their Yonks shirts after. So that was like...
Becoming a role model, all right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was
So cool.
a really interesting thing that happened.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you mentioned Smug Fuck. And that music video... Did you guys have any of the creative direction on that, or was that strictly like the director, or was it like Bianca, Nate, you guys were just like this, like in any way, shape, or form?
Was that all Connor's idea?
Yeah, so we worked with Connor Lenahan. He's a local photographer and videographer. He's really cool, awesome guy, and really good work. And he had the idea. I had no idea, like, what, you know... I didn't know what to do with the video. I just knew we wanted to do one for that song. And he came up with the whole kind of wedding disruption idea because it's kind of like silly, but it's a good kind of jumping off point for the song. Because you're like, oh, you can, you know, people, you're an asshole if you interrupt a wedding. And the song's all about assholes, really. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like one of those fun little angry songs.
I mean, it gives very... It reminded me of Paramore a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was definitely the inspo.
Definitely.
But he had the creative direction, and actually, like, that leading up to the video, things actually kind of went south. Like, I was trying to get a big ensemble together to have it be a cohesive wedding scene. And, you know, it's so hard to, like, get people to volunteer their time. And everyone backed out, and then I was
sit
like,
in a chair?
well, yeah. I was like, well, this is gonna suck because now we only have like 5 people present at this fake wedding. But it ended up working out. He made it look really cool,
Yeah, it
and
turned out great.
I loved the video. And it was a lot of fun actually that day, but it just felt like, oh gosh, like one thing after another. Now this person can't come, and actually, 2 people that were supposed to be part of the video came. I ordered pizza for the people that were working that day with us. We had, you know, some friends acting in the video. I had someone doing my makeup, and I ordered pizza for everyone. They came, they ate pizza, and they left.
They're like, oh,
Before
nice.
they even did a scene. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So, but we got a cool video.
We made it work. We
Yeah.
made it work. That's
Yeah.
the best.
Did you have to sing it like sped up? Because I noticed most of it was like slowed down.
I was like doing it very fast because he did a lot of like, you know, slowed down kind of moments, but it was
It's a pretty fast-paced song.
how fast
like-
can you sing that song?
yeah, you know,
Yeah,
Alvin
pretty-
the Chipmunks type of vibe here, like
Yeah.
the way you're singing it.
Yeah.
But I think that's all I got for you guys. But it was nice
Sweet.
talking to you.
Yeah,
you guys got
it was
any
great.
final words? Anything anything you guys want to say to the people, or the camera, and the people?
Well, thank you so much for the interview. And if you want to stream some Yonks, you can find it everywhere.
Yes, and we're releasing our new single, Scrollin', on June 7th. We're having a single release party at Play Arcade in New Bedford.
Yes. It's free.
It's a free show, just for the vibes. And
It's gonna be a party.
It's going to be a party. And we have other stuff. We're currently recording new music.
That
right
brings
now.
me back to one last question.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
I knew
I thought we were done here. I got children that I gotta. But yeah. So what do you this new single? What can we expect?
I'm scrolling.
Yeah. New to the table, I guess.
It is very reminiscent of like early Katy Perry, that kind of like Technicolor bubblegum pop, just catchy shit. But
California.
honestly, it was inspired by California Girls.
Yeah.
Some of like
Yeah.
the melody from that song. I don't know. Yeah,
I
there was a
almost
lot of
said
that in there.
California Love. I was like, I was like
Expect that. Expect like fun, vibrant,
Nice.
song of the summer vibes.
Oh yeah, perfect time for that.
Yeah,
Perfect time
that's
for that.
honestly like the feeling that I get when I hear that song. It's just yeah,
It's a head
poppy,
bopper.
Head bopper.
Need that in my 2014
Love,
Chevy
yeah.
Cruise for sure. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Nick. Melody Minds.
Feels like everyone's so confused. Pictures and posts, nothing close to reality. Dragging your ex won't make you feel better, baby. No one cares, it just makes you look petty. Do you really wanna go through the trouble of dragging someone's name through the mud just to have fun? The shit talking ain't cute. Why do all these fucking people gotta say this to you? You're not listening, just scrolling, addicted to validation.
Oh, I'm trying to get you on mic.
Oh,
He's camera shy.
I got nothing.
So now you join the interview and you don't want to.
Yeah, we hear you.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you guys perform.